Yeah, so something I see and do, I think, completely normal is catastrophizing, and I still do this to this day with farming. It seems to be the default way of thinking we go to. What have you seen around this sort of topic of catastrophizing everything?
Yeah, you're spot on. I think what I've seen and what I've experienced myself is actually looking at all the negatives, and those negatives just compound, and all of a sudden it just gets worse and worse and worse. I think the best thing I've learned and I've seen is people actually stop, step back, and actually take a breath and actually go, right, what is actual the facts? What are we actually dealing with here? And what is the solution? Not actually what's the problem, but how can they fix it, or how can they start getting the right direction to improving it? So that's what I've seen. What have you seen?
Yeah, I think for my case, as a farmer, we try and have an eye on the future all the time. But in certain situations, that can actually be really negative because you're future forecasting and it hasn't actually happened yet. So having the awareness, I guess, to pick up when you're doing that, if it's getting a little bit dry, immediately you go, oh, it's going to be a massive drought and I'm going to be in the poo sort of thing. So it's really important to, yeah, like you said, take a step back, but just be aware that you're doing it and those negative thoughts pile on top of each other. So for me, it is that awareness to catch it early and and bring yourself back to the present rather than always being in the future. And it's really important to have that awareness. And like you said, breathing's been huge for me to bring myself back into the present and deal with facts because that's the reality of the situation, not what you're making up in your head.